Hey, what's going on guys? CerealGod back again today with another video. Playing Battlefield 1 again. A slightly different video to what I'd usually make. Kind of guns that I think should 100% be in Battlefield 1 and also are just really cool and do have a pretty good chance of making it in. So I'll go straight into it. The first gun is a pistol, the Savage 45. It was in the same trials as the 1911, which obviously anyone who plays this game knows. Even if you don't play this game, you probably know what the 1911 is. And with the Luger 45, and if you don't know what the Luger is, it's the German pistol in the game. It was chambered in 45, which is the same as the 1911. It's what the Americans kind of wanted from their guns. It was one of the requirements for the trials. And it was kind of like the Savage. There was only about 300 ever made in 3 or 4 different variants of the gun, so it's a very, very rare gun. And it's kind of liked, apart from it had a bit more recoil than the 1911, and it was known for breaking parts in the trials, but never really went anywhere after the trials. That was it, it was done. They sold off the 300 guns that were made and they were never made again. So I think that would be a good addition, really. The second gun is the Farquar Hill, which was a British gun, and it was the first adopted semi-auto British rifle. You know, still used the same as the SMLE rifle, the 303 British round, but this one held 19 rounds semi-auto. So that's obviously a big step up from, what is it, 10 rounds bolt action. You know, there was 100,000 ordered for World War One, but by the time they started getting production going, the war was pretty much over. So some were sent out to the front lines from what I can see, but the order was cancelled for the 100,000 that they wanted. And that was it. They never really went anywhere either, but such a cool gun. Drum mag, you know, 19 rounds. Would have been a huge difference to the SMLE rifle they're used to. But speaking of the SMLE rifle, the next gun is the M1915 Howell automatic rifle Enfield conversion. If you don't know, the Enfield is the SMLE rifle. It was the first attempt, really, at making the SMLE bolt action into a semi-auto. And something you're probably asking, well, how do you do that? Well, as you can see in the picture, there is a big gas piston on the side of the gun, which when the bullet is fired, like a modern gun would do, or some modern guns, it will take some of the gas from the fired cartridge as it leaves the barrel, and it will put it into the gas piston and force the piston back, and the piston actually rode on the bolt, forced the bolt back and forward again under spring pressure, and would load a new cartridge. So it was a really, really cool gun. It looked very strange. It had a pistol grip for, you know, some better ergonomics for the gun. Had different sights that were offset to the side so you didn't get hit in the face by the bolt as it came back, which was a big problem. And it had an extended SMLE mag. Obviously still shot the 303 British round, but very cool gun. It was kind of intended for the squad automatic rifle role, you know, just to keep heads down, just to fire as many bullets as you can quickly. Very cool gun, and I'd love to see that. The next one, probably not the coolest gun in here. It's the Remington rolling block in 8mm Lebel, and Battlefield 1 players will know the Lebel name as the gun that's just been put into the game in the French DLC. Well, the round that gun fires is 8mm Lebel, and that was the main gun that the French used, or the main round I should say, and they didn't have enough guns, put it nicely. The French just didn't have enough guns for the war, so they sent off to America with the Remington company and asked for the rolling block round. It was a single shot like rifle, and by 1900 it was obsolete. So Remington were just giving them away at this point. You know, they were super cheap to get, and France, they just ordered 100,000 in 8mm Lebel just to get them to troops. These were kind of to get the Lebels out to the main frontline troops, so they had, you know, the new guns and people who were, you know, not going to be anywhere near the front line. We're just given this Remington rolling block. So if you did like this video, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. If you have any weapons you think I should take a look at for another video like this, let me know in the comments below. I've been CerealGod. See you in the next video.